Lisa Resnick with The Real Tea, and I am here with Suzanne Barbati, the director of Oh Wow.
Thanks for having me, really. It's great to be here.
Definitely. This is very exciting. I'm not sure if everyone knows this, but Oh Wow is currently closed for a lot of fun, new, exciting things happening. So,
yes.
So you guys bought a building.
We bought our building. We bought the building we've been in since late in 2009. We moved into the McCrory Building, and in late 2019, right before COVID hit, we purchased the building. So we're now landowners, right smack dab in the middle of downtown Youngstown. So we're thrilled about that.
It's exciting. So you guys not only own the building, but you do have tenants in the building, or a tenant. You have Cityscape, which is a phenomenal tenant to have.
Talk about economic development, right? They make everything beautiful downtown. And then BSHM, an architectural firm on the third floor. So landlord and building owner and museum operator, all in one.
There you go. It's definitely one surefire way to expand your role.
In the middle of a worldwide pandemic, yeah. So we have been closed since last March because of COVID, but we've been working, and we do have a subscription box and online programming, and we'll be reopened May 15th. So in the last 6 months, we've begun a construction project to move our entrance to the central square side of the building. So the interesting thing about the McCrory Building is it's L-shaped, and there's an entrance on Central Square, which is 15 Central Square, and our entrance was always on West Federal Street. So we're moving over to the 15 Central Square side of the building for our main entrance.
Which I think is going to be phenomenal.
I think it's going to be fabulous. And that's just phase one, moving the entrance, updating the exhibit hall, new paint, new exhibits. It's really going to be different and fabulous, and continue the meeting all of the expectations of our community. Lisa, we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the support of the city of Youngstown, Mahoning County, everybody. We serve 5 counties directly and many others indirectly. So without our neighbors, friends, family, donors, we would have been, it would have been very difficult to survive COVID, but we've been really thriving because of their support.
You are such an economic staple. I think you're going to see that, but you're such an economic staple in downtown area, with providing such a phenomenal service to our children, and let's face it, it's fun for us adults too, and expanding their education in such a fun way. I mean, it's having that amenity downtown definitely helps stimulate traffic, and it does help for additional growth.
We believe that wholeheartedly. In 2019, we had over 80,000 visitors here at Oh Wow, and all of those folks, or many of those folks, took advantage of all of the amenities downtown, the restaurants, and that's intentional from our perspective, right? We don't have a cafe in-house because there are so many great restaurants within walking distance downtown, and we want to continue that level of support. And we want, we would love to see a grocery store downtown. A clothing store just opened right around the corner. We've increased, so we love that, and we love what's happening downtown and want to be part of that.
I think it's absolutely perfect. And you guys have expanded your space to the second floor. So you are now 3 levels. You have the lower level, the main level, and then upstairs. And do you have any plans for additional expansion for the future?
Well, we have many, many plans. So we did move our offices to the second floor to accommodate the production of the subscription boxes. And people can go to our website and look those up if they're interested. We'd love to show you. We're doing free tours even now during the construction project. But phase 2 has to do with looking at the additional space we have in the building now that we own it and determining how best to utilize that space. And phase 3, well, phase 2 is related to the Smart 2 grant and a pull off for our buses so that our guests can be dropped off, our school field trips can be dropped off safely at our front door. So our central square will look much like the hotel looks, the Doubletree Hotel. So there'll be a place for people to pull off, drop folks off safely, and then go and park. Phase 3 is next to the parking lot in the back of the building. And we're talking to Huntington Bank and a number of others about the possibility of getting that property that's called the church, if anybody's familiar with that, and establishing an outdoor science park. And certainly that's a long-term plan, 5, 6, 10 years down the road. But, we opened in May of 2011. This is our 10th anniversary. It's a big year, and we're so thankful for the level of support. And now we're looking to how do we make sure we have what's in place necessary to become a 100-year-old organization. And Youngstown has so many, starting with the Butler and the YM and the YW and United Way, and so many fabulous organizations that do such great work. And we're the new kid on the block, but we're right up there providing a service and serving the needs of our community. So we're thrilled about that and thrilled to be in such great company.
You're doing a great job. And I do think that the downtown area with Oh Well, and then of course you also have Smarts, that really we're creating a phenomenal cultural environment and education for our children, whether it be music or science. We have it right there downtown, which is great.
Yes, today and tomorrow we'll be here.
So I have a question for you regarding the acquisition of the property. Number one, who was the phenomenal lender that you worked with when it came to acquiring the property?
We've worked with First National Bank since we moved into the space 11, 12 years ago. So Pete Simakopoulos and his team have been really, really supportive and instrumental in our success.
That's phenomenal. And it's good to know because it's not easy making that determination to become a building owner and to be able to have somebody to help guide you through the process. And someone, and First National does, they do care a lot about Oh Wow and the service and amenity that you guys do provide to the community. And I think that we definitely saw that through this acquisition for sure.
Yes, absolutely. And it wouldn't have been possible without the donors and the contributions we've received, over $1.4 million in the last 2 years. And those numbers keep going up, and we'll continue to exceed expectations with the services we provide.
Now, for the grant process, what was that like? Do you write the grants?
I do. I'm babbling. Due to COVID, we did need to we reduced our staff significantly. So I'm back to doing the development work, which I really have always loved. And it's one of my favorite things to do. A grant is like a research paper if you're in college or graduate school. There's a start, there's an end, and you can clearly see the performance or the response, right? So you know right away. So it's a complete circle. Unlike managing a nonprofit, which that circle never ends, So it's different. It's a different part of my job. I love them both, but I have always enjoyed writing grants, talking to people, sharing our story, and asking them to help us build this legacy for the future of our community.
You've been doing a phenomenal job attaining that money and raising money for
I appreciate that.
Which it's just great. And then how many more additional exhibits are you guys looking at having with this new square footage you acquired?
So we have 3 new exhibits coming in for the May 15th opening. And please stay in touch with us. Check our website. We're not quite sure what those protocols are going to look like, but people will likely have to register at least for the summer, unless something changes dramatically. But we have a new exhibit called House of Shine. So if you Google it, it'll pop right up there in Dallas, Texas, and it's all about recognizing your gifts. And so oftentimes I think we forget all of the good things we do because the list never ends, and there's so many other things that we think we have to do that color our vision. But we really need to celebrate those strengths and recognize them and share them with the community. So that's what House of Shine is all about. We're putting in a sensory sensitive room thanks to the Hine Memorial Fund and Youngstown Foundation, and that's been on the list for 4 years. And so the structure is built, the drywall is up, materials have been ordered. Ingrid Canucks, our consultant, will be up in the end of April to install all of those components. So that's really exciting. Soft Touch Furniture is building some components of it. Lots of local support. And then the third exhibit is we're partnering with Youngstown State University to install a microelectronics lab.
Oh,
so
wow.
That's a federal grant that was applied for through Youngstown State University, Wright State University, and OWOW is doing some of the early career exploration components of that grant. So that's really huge. Our partnership with YSU began many years ago and continues to this day. We still have YSU volunteers volunteering here. Of course, we follow those protocols. We could not have built this business with the subscription box without those YSU honors volunteers. They've been terrific. So across the board, every community partner has been instrumental in our success. I want to thank you all for that.
Well, thank you. Definitely thank you. And then you and I also have another connector, the sponsor for the Real Tea, as well as Homes and Hops, Miss Ellie Platt.
Yeah. Ellie was a board member for many years and coordinated or directed the effort for Science of Brewing. And Lisa, now you're co-chairing that committee, and we're excited about what this year's going to bring. Last year was very different and very fun. This year's going to really build on that. It should be incredible. So folks, if you're thinking about sponsoring Science of Brewing, now's the time. And the event will be August 6th.
That's right.
Yeah.
6 to 9, definitely come. It's going to be an extraordinary event. After all, it is the 10th year. So be sure to grab your tickets for that. That'll be a lot of fun. And of course, we'll have our great local brewers and local culinary chefs that we have. We'll have, I believe it's, so we're going to have V2, and then Mark Canzanetta of the Bistro, and then Michael Alberini of Alberini's, which is phenomenal. And of course, we'll have the support of Kravitz still, which is great, and some other phenomenal fun events that you'll all be hearing about soon.
That's right. Right. We're done with this COVID-19. It's time to party.
It is. That's right. I'm ready for it. So thank you so much, Suzanne. And then for everyone, please stay tuned for next Thursday, in which I'll have Don Thomas of Platt's Realty Group on, and he's going to talk to us about some commercial real estate and maybe where you might be looking to invest, which is great. So it'll be interesting because we both do the same thing. So it'll be fun.
Thank you, Lisa. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
Take care.
You too.
Thanks for watching the video. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that little bell for notifications. And also make sure to connect with us on Twitter, Facebook, and LinkedIn. For all of your business news, visit businessjournaldaily.com. For all of your arts and entertainment news, go to afterhoursyoungstown.com.